怪我しなくてよかったですね。
The more experienced waitress from before wiped the sweat from my brow with a towel. While she was doing that, a red-faced and teary-eyed Shion trudged over.
大丈夫ですか？私なんかのためにすみませんでした。
俺こそ役に立たなくてすまん。俺喧嘩って勝ったことないし。
Gee, how surprising.
私のために助けに来てくれただけで嬉しかったです。本当ですよ。それだけでも今日はケイちゃんに来てもらえてよかったかなって。
As she said that, she stuck her tongue out teasingly. She wiped off the whipped cream with the washcloth she was holding in her hands.
園崎さん、R 入ってもいいですよ。あと 1,2 時間でしょ。いいんです。バイトとはいえお給料もらってる身ですから、時間内はちゃんと働きたいんです。だから本当お気遣いなく。
She couldn't even put up a brave front. I would never even think for a second that Mion could be that weak. This was Shion, and she had been harassed by some unreasonable riffraff. That was reality.
ケイちゃんは気にしないでデザートいっぱい食べててくださいね。一通り食べ終わったらアンケートを書いてもらいますので。じゃあ私ホールに戻りますね。
After some consoling words and a sympathetic bow to Shion, the other waitresses started to head back to work. That's where I stopped her.
すいません、ウェイトレスさん。電話借りたいんですけど。
電話ですか？レジ横にございますよ。ご案内いたします。
I pulled a 10 yen coin from my wallet. My god, payphones! 1983, and it's only 10 cents. This wasn't about saving face. My being a worthless coward was an unchangeable fact, but I could just cry myself to sleep about that later tonight. Now was not the time for tears. I had to fight.
確かチケット1枚で4人まで OK なんですよね。あと3人呼んでもいいんですよね。
ええ、そうですけど一応名簿に書きますのでお名前を伺ってもよろしいですか？
I turned around and glared at the greasy hooligan who subjected Shion to that humiliation. There are 3 things that aren't working in your favor today, punk. The first is that I owe Shion. The second is I'm not a man who's afraid to throw away his pride to win. And the third is that we're the most powerful club members in history.
名簿には竜宮レナ、それから北条聡子、古出理香で。
かしこまりました。受けたまわります。
I'll have the best and most powerful club members join the fray. They can bring down 1,000 foes. You fat asses. Prepare to meet your maker! Oh god, here go the wait. She's gonna take home the waitress staff, isn't she? Yep, she is. No, she just wants a uniform.
しかもデザートまでおごってもらえるなんて僕は大感激なのです。
ああ、好きなだけ食ってくれ。俺の分なんか気にするな。
ケイイチさん、茶番は結構でございますのよ。要件に入ってほしいですわ。
Reina and Rika-chan put down their forks when Satoko broke the subject. After looking at them for a few moments, I pressed my forehead firmly into the table.
頼む。俺の不甲斐なさを笑ってもいい。力を貸してくれ。
The three of them seemed surprised by the sudden turn of events, but nevertheless listened to what I had to say without making fun of my unusual behavior.
どうしたのかな。何があったんだろう、太郎。
実はミオンの妹のシオンがこの店でバイト中なんだ。あ
あ、話に聞いてたみーちゃんの妹さんだね。ひょっとしてあれかな、あれかな。似てるね、似てるね。似てるも何も髪を下ろしただけの本人ではありませんの？
I didn't know what to say.
圭一がシオンだと言うからシオンなのですよ。いくら双子だってあんなにうり二つになるもんなんですの？一卵性双生児って言ってね、本当にそっくりの双子ってこともあるんだって。
Damn, Reina busting out the big words today. Reina gave the most plausible explanation, so everyone else was convinced.
納得してもらえたかな。それで本題だ。
I recounted everything that had just happened. How Shion was targeted, how she was antagonized by the customers, and the humiliation that was forced upon her. Also, how incredibly pathetic I was. I included everything without trying to hide it.
それはひどいね。しーちゃんかわいそう。しかし、それを助けられないなんて、みっともないにも程がありますわよ。
それについては返す言葉がない。
さとこちゃん、負けを認めて助けを求めるのってとっても難しいことなの。圭一君は変なプライドなんかよりしーちゃんを助けることを選んだんだよ。ふん、情けないですこと。
Reina's follow-up stung a bit, but I could only be thankful that she understood. Satoko was calling me all sorts of names, but there were no malign intentions behind her words.
で、僕たちは何をするですか？
Her voice was monotone, but there was a hint of resolve in her words. I replied to Rika-chan's suggestive silence in kind with my own quiet resolve.
まあ、そんなところだと思ってましたわ。圭一さん一人には少々荷が重すぎますもの。
じゃあ助けてくれるのか？
当然だよ、圭一。
Yeah, they brought the wrath of Hinamizawa with them. This guy's screwed, and not in the way he was hoping for.
私たちは誰がいじめられても助けに行くよ。
I remembered when I was cornered by those thugs, what Shion had said about the strong feeling of solidarity in Hinamizawa really began to hit home. However, Keiichi Maebara, now was not the time to get choked up with tears of gratitude. Now is the time to fight.
すまん、恩に切る。
一人で頑張ったけど歯が立たなくてかわいそかわいそです。
Thanks. Rika-chan gently pat my head for me, because you didn't see that coming. But there was no mindless pity in the palm of that hand. It was overflowing with the strong, dependable feeling of leave the rest to us.
もろもろの都合によりミオンは参戦できないので臨時に俺が指揮を執る。作戦内容はシオンの護衛と敵勢力の殲滅。
敵って誰かな？いっぱいいるのかな？
現時刻以降シオンにちょっかいを出そうとする全個人全勢力を敵と認める。当選規定はなし。 報酬は今食ったデザート。質問はあるか？
Everybody had already entered club mode, their eyes peering at the riffraff clamming around inside the restaurant like predators stalking their prey from the darkness. Rika-chan held up her hand.
なんだい、リカちゃん。
手加減は必要ですか？
How does she get to be the most terrifying member of this group? Seriously.
不要に決まってますわ。ミオさんの妹に狼藉を働く輩に手加減なんか不要ですの。いいんですね、ケイチ。
Rika-chan was serious, and she is going to absolutely tear this guy to shreds. She was really ready to pretty much murder someone. I'm counting on you, Rika-chan.
全責任は俺、前原圭一が取る。蹴散らしてやれ。
よーし、レナも頑張るぞ。
すまん。よろしく頼む。
ケイチさん、そんなに力まなくても大丈夫ですのよ。まあご覧あそばせ。ケイチさんがそのパフェを食べ終わる頃にはお掃除は終わってましたよ。ではみんな頑張りましょうですよ。ファイトオーです。
Thus, the most powerful warband that the world had ever known, trained by Mion, began to move. I was the oldest, the only boy, and behaved like a leader. But when you consider our club activities, I was by far the most junior member. Individually, everyone besides me had terrifying combat capabilities. If all of them combined their strengths to protect Shion, I couldn't even imagine. Excuse me? I was probably about to witness something terrible and awe-inspiring.
園崎さん、7番テーブルにデラックスパフェを5つお願いします。あ、はい。
Shion carried the order to the tables. For Shion to carry all 5 parfaits without wobbling took so much effort she didn't have the breathing room to pay attention to her feet.
どうしよう、また来たでござるよ。
今度はミーのおズボンにぶっかけさせて一層念入りにふきふきしてもらうにより。
It was the same wipey scheme that had occurred just a short time earlier. This time, another one of them was trying out for himself. The very depravity of these men was itself a full-out attack.
圭一よりレナへ。5、6番テーブル付近で待ち伏せだ。レナ、聞こえてるか？
お店の制服かわいいね。はう、お持ち帰り。
Not the time, Reina! Shion, her bottom swaying while carrying the parfaits, was being chased by an equally swaying Reina. She was supposed to be escorting Shion, but Reina was instead transfixed by the back of her uniform. From a normal person's point of view, it was probably like having a fox guard a hen house. But when it comes to Reina, things are different.
怪異状態、シンクロ率 120%。勝ったな。
あの状態のレナさんには地球上のどんな物理法則も通用しませんわ。
As evidenced by her pure speed in hitting people. Shion's legs, unsteady and defenseless, were being targeted by those sleazebags.
今でござるよ、同志諸君。
世界の輝ける明星にして偉大なる総統閣下万歳。
Ow. Ow. There's a comment I want to make. I'm not going to. But, just realize there is a comment I really, really want to make here. A leg snaked out to trip Shion's defenseless feet. Egads, 3 of them at once! It happened in an instant. The 3 fools writhed in pains as their legs bent at unnatural angles. Sparta, but that's another meme for another time. Reina teetered into view and gave them a warning. Very good message from Reina. If she would only learn it herself. This is what we're talking about, Reina. Stop that. The human scum clutched at their bruised ankles as they passed out.
Ah, 絶対的なガードだ。半径2メートル以内で行われるシオンへのあらゆる攻撃をレナは完全なカウンターで粉砕する。
As Shion was making her rounds to the restaurant, there were people here and there collapsing with welts on their hands or legs. Reina, you just said no means no.
ケイイチよりレナへ。ご苦労だった。引き続き護衛を続けてくれ。それからお持ち帰りは不可。繰り返す。お持ち帰りは不可。
じゃあ見てるだけだよ。見てるだけ。
Yeah, she's really about to kidnap her. I guess just looking is fine. That wouldn't prevent her from guarding Shion, so I guess it's okay. Anyway, thanks to this, I knew who had tried to mess with Shion. Anyone who's clutching at their arm or leg while they were writhing in agony was basically branded by their bruises.
現時刻をもって敵勢力識別を完了。次のフェーズへ移行する。
We're not done with them.
ケイイチよりサトコへ。そっちはどうなってる？
サトコですわよ。どうなってるとはひどい言い方でございますわね。ケイイチさん、私を誰だと思っておいでですの
？Satoko was in the kitchen. She had spread open a sketch of the restaurant on the counter, replete with ordered shits and desserts, their destinations, and was now sorting through the freshly made desserts.
ちょっと、さっきから何をしてるの？まあまあ、園崎さん、いいからいいから、彼女に任せておいて。それよりもこのオーダー、全部一度に行くからお願いね。
The other waitresses are giggling about this, it seems. The other waitresses are way too happy to have us mess with these fools. The veteran waitress was briskly directing her juniors as the trays went out one after another. All the desserts that had passed through Satoko's hands were delivered at once.
かいいデザートがいっぱい来たよ。
分かってるだろうが手をつけるなよ。 自分の身が大事なら。
No, I can't blame them in the least. This is probably the best thing that's happened to them since working at this restaurant started for them.
わかってるけど。
Certainly, they were all incredibly cute-looking desserts. They were all works of art that you can enjoy before even taking your first bite. However, since Satoko had meddled with them, they were nothing more than an unpredictable danger. Blissfully ignorant of the fact were the men now stuffing their faces. Almost right away, they realized that something was wrong.
サトコ、何を混ぜた？塩やタバスコってわけじゃないだろ。
あら、ケイチさんが言ったんですね。手加減無用って。
Hey, we're not blaming, we're just kind of curious.
私、こう見えても叩くときは徹底的に叩く性分でございますの。
Yeah, I'm thinking X-Lax replaced all the chocolate. That's what I'm thinking. Which part would be amazing on YouTube? Just someone filming this in the restaurant? Yeah, probably. As she said that, she twirled a dubious file in her fingers before putting it away smartly into her pouch. What the hell did you put in?
お客様が行きますわよ。エスコートお願いしますわ。
But what was in that file?
僕にお任せなのです。
Was it just industrial strength laxative? Come to think of it, I didn't see Rika-chan anywhere. Where could she be lurking? Several men stood up suddenly from their seats, surveying the restaurant for something. That restless fidgeting, and that look of relief when they found the single placard hanging from the ceiling. Written on that placard was the word, restroom. Yep, industrial strength laxative. They began a mad rush in that direction. It wasn't just one or two people. All the people that were branded as the enemy were standing up from their seats while clutching at their stomachs.
さすがにくっつきすぎたでござるよ。
Or, what's the name of that stuff? Ipecac! Yeah, there we go. Don't tell me we mixed Ipecac in with this.
お手洗いはどこでござるか？
僕もニャリよ。オープンでなくクローズドの方でござる。
Nope, just laxative, okay.
ようリプレイ外しニャリ。
おトイレはどこにゃ？見つけたにゃ。緊急発進スクランブルにょ。
You don't get to pun. I felt dirty just thinking about what Satoko probably did to their desserts. The problem was how to follow this up. I was intrigued, so I followed the rush of men to the washroom. The narrow hallway connected to the restroom was crammed with about 10 men.
なんとしたことでござるか。
As I peered over to see what was happening, whoa! Clog the toilet, you called it! It seemed that the toilet was clogged and backflowing, unleashing a loud gurgling sound and terrible stench. There was no way to use it in this state. Damn that Satoko, what a frightening display of power! No, this wasn't Satoko's doing. It was divine punishment. Yeah, they were just unlucky. I'll just apologetically ask one of the employees here to clean it up.
これでは尿が出せぬでござる。
どうしたものにゃりんか？毎同士。
It was a brilliant combination of traps, but it would be better if there were one more push to the kicker. Seeing as it was Satoko, she wouldn't have overlooked that.
こうなっては最後の手段だ。
faced with the moral dilemma, that man only had one other option. Women's restroom!
さすがに女子トイレはまずいでござらんか。今日のお客さんに女子はいないにゃりん。コロンブスの卵でにゃりん。はあはあ、背に腹は変えられぬ。
What a brazen bunch they are! The men, sweat now pouring from their brows, made a mad rush to the girls' room without any hesitation.
Me?
There was a girl there. It was Rika-chan. The men stood there, frozen in various complicated poses, indicating their surprise. Rika-chan also seemed dumbfounded by the sudden turn of events. But the look on her face was strangely perfect. This was all part of the plan as well. You sly dog, Rika-chan. I should never underestimate you.
これはでござるな。まだ待て。
みー。
男子便所がちょっとデンジャラスにゃのでちょっとおトイレをお借りしたかっただけなのにゃにゃ。
He's literally going nya. Oh god.
Me.
Oh god, she's throwing out the face of disappointment.
でもやっぱりいけないことでござるよな。どうし諸君。
Just by having a girl stand there in the restroom, I never knew it could put up such an overwhelming barrier. There was no way anyone could be brave enough to lift Rika-chan out of the way to try to do their business. This was the most they could do after all. If it were a man in full club mode, for example, someone like me, they would plow through Rika-chan without a second thought. Now what are you gonna do, you fat asses? The price for tormenting Shion still hasn't been paid.
お困りなら僕が助けてあげてもいいのです。
片付けどうござる。
してその方法は？
お外のトイレを使えばいいのです。
Oh god.
ご案内しますですよ。
Oh god.
それは助かるにゃりん。さあ。
You know, I'm gonna say I don't think one of them is a furry. One of them just has a fascination with cat girls. I don't think it's full-on furry fandom and such. I think it's just cat girls specifically. I'm gonna say that's what it is.
このままじゃ集団って不根腕状態にゃりん。
Kill him! Kill him now! Rika-chan, with a pleasant smile on her face, guided them with a casual stride in her step. Yeah, but I think it's probably specific to just cat girls. In this race against time, her slow pace was sadistic torture.
マドマーゼル、そのトイレはここから遠いでござるか？
すぐに着きますです。
Obeying Rika-chan's directions, they were about to leave the restaurant.
ケイチ君、締めだよ。ビシッと言ってね。
おうよ、任せておけ。
I spread my arms out and blocked them as they tried to leave the restaurant.
何の真似でござるか？この電光ワンの非常時に。
悪人ども、この扉から一歩外へ出ることがどういうことになるか。
それはどういう意味にゃ？
ほら、チケットに書いてあるよ。途中退店無効って。
Hee hee hee.
どこのおトイレに行くのも自由でございますがね、その扉を一歩でも外へ出たなら二度と戻れませんのよ。
覚えてろ
そんな怖いこと言う人たちを案内したくないのです。
Everybody panicked as Rika-chan began to turn back. They could only figuratively and literally fall in line. All the waitresses also lined up to see them off, and were probably trying not to laugh out loud as they did.
本日はご来店誠にありがとうございました。
アイシャルリターン
Okay, MacArthur. The bell rang playfully as the door shut behind them.
すまないですわね。爆笑の極みでしたよ。やったね。
Reina and Satoko clapped their hands together.
俺一人じゃ歯が立たねえ連中もメンバー総登場ならまさに一網打尽だな。
That was actually really, really good. Oh, that was beautiful. That's about the best thing. That's about the best way to handle that, I think. Ha. That's some good writing right there.
この程度の相手なら私たちなら一人でもお相手できましたよ。圭一さんも少しは腕をお磨き遊ばせ。
I was loath to admit it, but Satoko was right. Damn it. One day I'll be strong enough to be worthy to stand alongside them.
でもみーちゃんの妹さんを守れて本当に良かったね。もうこれでいたずらする悪い人たちは一人もいなくなったよ。
Yeah, it's nice to see when the demon kids get together and actually punish people who deserve it. It's nice to see that.
素敵な友人に恵まれたわね、園崎さん。
The veteran waitress was also smiling. After the herd was sent packing, it had calmed down completely inside the restaurant. Shion was flustered as she glanced between us and the now empty seats.
私のために？その。
Shion's expression was somewhere between happy and guilt-ridden. Her face had turned slightly red as she ran into the kitchen.
わあ、しーちゃんもかわいい。
Reina, no.
双子なんだね。はう。
Yeah, it probably helped every single waitress in there. Given Shion's personality, there's no way she'd thank us directly. We might have been a bit excessive in our means, but I'm really glad we were able to save her.
分かってると思いますけど、園崎さん、とても感謝してますよ。私もホールを代表して感謝いたします。
Yep, they're happy. And we get applause. Yep, even the customers that weren't there to harass the waitresses, they were happy with us too. When we had mostly finished eating and were filling out the survey, Rika-chan made her return.
おう、お疲れ。守備は上々か？ずいぶん遅かったな。
How far away did you make them walk?
ごめんなさいなのです。帰りに迷子になってしまって大変だったのです。リカちゃんは変な道を通ることが多いからね。よく迷子になるんだよ。
How did she get lost just guiding people to a nearby toilet?
人間誰にも得て増えてがありましたよ。理科にはそんなの負けないような長所がたくさんありますわ。
And how far away was this toilet? We're talking nearby on a scale that means Earth, right? That's one of those things? It's only nearby if you consider how small Japan is on a globe.
それもそうだな。さっきの女子トイレのあの表情、役者だったな。
あの時の圭一はひどいのです。自分が彼らの立場だったら僕を弾き飛ばして女子トイレに飛び込むとか考えていたのです。
True, but you know. Then again, club mode.
また俺、考えが顔に出てたのか。
圭一君。
あ、いや、そら。
I could laugh about it then, but a few days later, a newspaper headline read, 10 oh God! Different town! She led them all the way to another town? I could laugh about it then, but a few days later, a newspaper headline read, 10 unidentified men were taken into custody in Higurashi. The men claimed they had traveled from Shishibonu City by foot to find a toilet, but the spot they were taken into custody was XX kilometers away from Shishibuni. When I read that article, I realized how terrifying Rika-chan really was.
さてと、ごちそうさまなのでした。
Uh-huh.
今日は呼んでもらえて嬉しかったのです。あら、文句ありますの？もうちょっとゆっくりしても。タンスのお片付けの途中だったのですよ。
Fascinating.
あのままではお布団が敷けないのです。ああ、それもそうですわね。
Oops, looks like I called her at a bad time.
レナが電話した時はお部屋の片付け中だったんだよ。でも駆けつけてくれたんだよね。
Those jerks got arrested. I don't think we're gonna see them again. Okay, we might see them again.
まあ、非常時だから仕方ありませんわ。それに甘いものをいっぱいいっぱい食べさせてもらいましたですから、
I'd say
とても
that's fair
喜んでい
payment.
ますよ。
The otaku overlord.
今日はありがとな。急に呼び出しちゃって。
シオンによろしくとお伝えなのです。では失礼しますわ。レナさんはどうぞごゆっくり。そうするね。じゃあね。
Rika and Satoko, in a good mood, horsed around with each other as they left.